Hey world, I'm Josh.
And I'm Lauren.
Welcome to a very special edition of Let's Try Stuff.
Coffee edition.
Been away for a while and we're back with something truly unique, or at least rare. And that is from Paradise Coffee Roasters. And it's from their Rare Coffees tour. And that's not baloney. It's not rare like geisha. It's rare like rare. And it is from South America, and it is the Ecuador Eugenioides natural Finca Perla Negra. Or however that looks. It's our first coffee from Paradise Coffee Roasters, although I've been following them on Instagram for a while. ParadiseRoasters.com if you want to get into the tour late. I'm sure they'd be happy to have you. I think, if I remember right, they said they only had 3 kilos of this stuff. And that doesn't surprise me because I had never even heard of it before this. The special part is that Eugenioides, it's not coffee as any of us know it. Before this, I only knew of 2 types, Arabica and Robusta. And Robusta was basically gross, but more caffeine. Arabica tastes good, but has a little less caffeine. And now this is entering the fray, and I don't know a ton about it, but my understanding is it's a cousin of coffee as we know it, another species, I guess, and it had incredibly small beans. Like hopefully right about now I'm gonna edit in some footage. And then so that was footage of what the beans looked like. Hopefully some of it looked okay. Really, really small. Smallest beans I've ever seen. And my understanding is it's supposed to be very sweet and less caffeinated. So if this variety becomes a thing, sounds like it could potentially be a good one for after dinner drinks, or to sort of keep you going all day without getting over caffeinated if you're a coffee addict. I'll just tell you a little bit about Paradise Coffee Roasters. Apparently they roast in Minnesota and on the big island of Hawaii. And I'll spare you reading all this stuff on the back, but it is apparently very highly regarded coffee, rated 93 to 97 by Coffee Review on over 60 occasions. Rather than that, it seems to be mostly the same stuff other coffee roasters do. Why don't you talk about how it tastes for a minute, and then I'm going to take a look at this article.
Gotcha. Well, right off the bat, you can tell it's a good coffee because it doesn't hit you in the face. It's nice and has a sweet, immediate taste, but it doesn't, you're right, it doesn't taste super strong. It's not like you're drinking that super dark roast. I'd say that...
Speaking of roast, December 17th roasted was to us like 2 days later, and it's this January 3rd we're finally trying it, so look at us.
It's not our worst. We're getting there.
Nah, that's pretty good, I'd say.
New Year's resolutions.
Usually when we're slow, we also got it like a week and a half off of roast. So this, 2 weeks is pretty reasonable.
Plus I've noticed that some of the really great coffees hold up super late after roast. But yeah, we're lucky in that this is a really great coffee and that we're having it super close comparatively to the roast date. And I'd say it's really light, and to me it's kind of got a little bit of floral to it. Yeah, it's got that, oh, what Ooh, taste notes. Mint, cola, lavender, and clove. Clove just makes me think of goths.
It's really difficult to describe the smell.
I can't
You
smell
know
it.
how I like the smells if you've been watching us for a while.
You can tell that it's got a really light, a lightness to it because I can't smell it.
There's certainly a tea-like quality. A fruity note. Definitely there's a lot going on there. It's so hard to describe. Like, there's a lot. It doesn't smell like... It smells like coffee, but not like coffee.
To me, it totally tastes like tea. It really does. Like, it almost tastes like pomegranate, almost. It's got a little bit of that tart, but not so much.
So, I will try to remember to put a link in the description, but really it's that Eugenioides. I'm the one with the Spanish minor and I can't say it. I'm looking at a Sprudge.com article from 2015. They say, it seems like this type of coffee started popping back up on the scene, or on the scene for the first time, but I don't think it's like a bred variety. They must have discovered it. Somewhere around 2014, 2015. And they say, sorry for the reading, but this is truly something we've never seen before.
I've never heard of it.
Have you ever had a coffee that tasted more like cereal milk than coffee? How about peach flavored Crystal Light? Sesame snaps? Have you ever had a coffee that didn't really taste like coffee? You might one day if Colombian producer Camilo Marizalde has his way. And then they mention a few different farms in Colombia, and I will spare you the rest. I also see, so if you want an opportunity to buy this, I don't think you can get it from Paradise, but it looks like Onyx Coffee Lab has a pre-sale going. Different farm. It's the farm mentioned in Sprudge, actually. Colombian rather than Ecuador, although then I'm confused. They call it South America, and I don't think Ecuador is South America. That's Central America, right?
Yeah, I think we'll have to do a little bit more research on this to...
Well, you're gonna have to do the research because you can't keep this going all day.
Yeah.
But what'd you pay, like $19 for this rare coffee tour? So 4 bags, 4 ounces of coffee.
Where was I, Austin?
You ordered it from when you were in Austin, I think.
Yeah, online. Gotcha, yeah.
So Onyx is selling 4 ounces for $35. Now I know Onyx is one heck of a roaster, but I mean, hard to argue with the value Paradise is providing there.
Yeah.
At what, $5, so a seventh of the cost, basically.
You know I love Onyx, but this is a good deal, and it's a great coffee.
I don't think, regardless of whatever I think this tastes like, for the opportunity to try something so unique, you could really go wrong.
Yeah.
With the $7 opportunity. Whatever I said, $5. Whatever I said before was right. So, they're gonna roast and ship on January 9th of 2020. So obviously not gonna be a lot after we post this video, if any. Hopefully I get it out beforehand. So here's what I'll read their description. This is not coffee. Okay, it is technically coffee, but not in the traditional sense. This is a resurrected species of the coffee plant known as Eugenioides. Only a few farms in the world have this coffee, and only one we know of in production. which is the experimental Immaculata coffee farms in Colombia. That's what was mentioned in Sprudge, but this, I don't believe this is it. That doesn't appear to be. So there's at least another one in production. It is without a doubt the sweetest coffee you have ever tasted. Well, nobody's tasted it, so you will have ever tasted. They should really hire me as a copywriter, Onyx, because this is hard to read. This is a once-a-year opportunity to experience this agricultural phenomenon, as so little of this coffee is ever grown and exported. So, very rare. I would highly recommend, no matter what this tastes like, that you take the opportunity. Now, before I do, what's your mug?
Charlie Harper,
Not sure if he's like
local artist.
Everyone knows about him. I think he's at least, I know he's famous.
He's famous for the cardinal one. This is a really cool design. This is my other favorite, with the skull and the birds nesting in the skull.
Very simplistic, mid-century, modern type of art, mostly nature stuff. And then this is Houndstooth coffee from Austin, right? Lauren got this from Austin, Texas. I don't think this one has made an appearance.
They have a few shops in Austin throughout the area, and they've always been great.
Wow.
I think they carry Onyx.
Okay. I mean, I've made the argument in the past that Onyx is the best roaster in the country, but I've not had them all, and Paradise is certainly making a name for themselves with me today. And the video is obviously about their coffee.
Yeah. I will say that this is the first one in a while that I feel really enthusiastic about, and I look forward to trying more from them.
God, I don't know how. The closest thing I could describe it with is a really fruity, natural processed coffee. But it's not like that. There's a fruity note, but it's not that blueberry, strawberry flavor full on.
But to me, it's really close to that.
Not a lot of coffee flavor lingering. Like hints of it. It's like this time it's all tasting notes and no coffee, whereas usually it's mostly coffee and a little bit of the tasting notes.
Right, or the tasting notes, you really can say, oh yeah, I sort of get that after you've seen them, or you've conditioned yourself to like look at them first and then your brain is looking for those flavors. Like I think I said floral and then immediately like lavender.
I don't get the mint, but the rest, I mean, I guess cola, lavender, clove. Honestly, I think it's just a stretch to say anything.
I think you can only estimate. I mean, for me, in vague terms, I'd say it's very heavy on the fruit.
I can say that Onyx tasting notes for theirs mentions cola, so both have cola. But then they go passion fruit, Lucky Charms, and guava.
When was the last time you had Lucky Charms?
Despite my morbid obesity, it's been a while. And I like Lucky Charms. Not as much as other cereals, but I do like them.
Did you know I've only had Lucky Charms once?
I do now. I didn't before.
I've only tried it once. And the marshmallows were chalky and gross.
Nah. They're not the best, though. You could do better. Yeah, this is... God, I hate to yammer on for 15 minutes, but this is just such an interesting experience. I'll try to put this Onyx link below as well. There's a lot of information there. I'm not gonna read any more of it to you. We roasted this in our, they're not roasted, but brewed it in our Breville fancy coffee pot that cost $300 because we have a problem.
I swear this is like drinking raspberry zinger tea.
Okay, I don't know what that tastes like. But
Like it's really, really heavy on the fruit, but it's good. Like it still obviously tastes like just really light coffee, but
it tastes like if I had a dessert at a restaurant that cost me like $150 just to sit down and have 6 plates brought out in front of me, I could believe a dessert would taste like this. Like that's sort of what it tastes like. It's subtle and not so in your face with all the sugar. It's like, it's very sweet, but not in a sickly way.
right.
It doesn't give me a strong reference point. I don't get the mint. As soon as I say that, I start to understand what they mean. But
That's
I
why
wouldn't
they
put
put
it
them
at
in
the.
there.
I wouldn't have put it at the first note. And it's not like toothpaste minty. It's like an actual mint leaf, or even like a catnip. And it's when you. It's like the immediate aftertaste on your upper palate. Do you have a lower palate? What is your upper palate? Soft palate? Something? What do you call that?
Soft palate.
Yeah.
Soft palate, hard palate.
Okay. Oh, toward the back. Is that the soft part or the hard
Yeah.
part?
Soft palate.
So in the soft palate, I do get a feeling reminiscent of what it would be like to put a mint leaf in your mouth. So like if you ever had like a mojito and got some mint in your mouth as a result. It's kind of like that.
There is raspberry mint too. Like they have
I don't
mint.
get the raspberry though.
Really?
Yeah. We're always different though.
I
Like
know.
every time. That's why like assuming this journey of videos continues on in some capacity for a long time, certainly not with the upload pace in the past. I mean, along the journey, we've called them reviews, but at the end of the day, it was really, hopefully, for the people who watch, you know, I know there aren't many of you, but if you taste along with us or taste coffees with similar names from same coffee roasters, it becomes a source of recommendations because you know what Lauren likes, you know what I like, and it could help you pick, basically. So we say review, but we're not coffee experts. We're just two people who have had a lot of different coffees.
Yeah. And I have a broken sense of smell. So I can't probably taste the same way that most people do.
Yeah. And I grew up on fast food and candy, so my taste buds are broken because...
But you notice all the things. You pick up on a lot. Like you have a pretty sensitive palate, actually.
Yeah, but if I hadn't poisoned it with excesses of salt and sugar, it'd probably be even better.
Do we have a scientist in our audience that could determine whether that's a thing or not?
So, in conclusion, the only thing I can say is you gotta try this one. Even if it's next year. Put it in your
that good.
calendar. Somewhere around December, January, this coffee comes out. You gotta be ready for it because it is gonna go fast, and well, frankly, if you can't get it from Paradise, it's gonna cost you a fortune. $35 for 4 ounces. I mean, I should check to make sure it's legal. But yeah, it's an experience. It is fruity, tea-like, some floral elements to it, some coffee, not super caffeinated, but delicious. Like, I really hope this becomes a thing.
So keep it up, Paradise. You're doing a good job.
And I do like to comment on the branding sometimes, and it's pretty good. It's not really, you know, like if you asked me to design a coffee, it's not what I'd come up with, but I kind of like
It's nice.
this dark gray and blue and green color scheme, a little bit of red. I think it's nice. Not really offended by the fonts or anything.
Yeah, I actually really like the font. It's
Not
got a little quote here on the back.
from Errol Ozan, a novelist. Some beautiful paths can't be discovered without getting lost. Okay. Well, yeah, nice bag, nice branding, fast shipping,
It was fast.
ridiculously reasonable prices apparently.
And great quality.
Yeah, I look forward to trying more from them. They're kudos. Even though we talked about Onyx a little too much, it's the only opportunity I could present to you to get that this year. So, thanks for watching.
Tell us what to try next.
Or don't, but
Whatever, if the spirit moves you.